Sounds like somebody's on the roof. Probably the lockup door.
So who am I scheduling this new date with?
You just give me the date.
There's an attorney here.
Yeah.
I'll get Stella in there to talk to him right now. Let me talk to Stella, make sure he wants to do that.
I was gonna suggest that.
28 years.
And you're a musician.
Yes, and allegedly. Well, he did the cross flip back. Yeah, absolutely. Nice guy, there's a great DA out in LA.
We're talking about here.
Probably caught on. I don't know, why would you come here if you're going to California?
Well, I can understand why you want to get out of California, but I don't know that I'd come here. It'd be a woman involved. Hey guys. Hey guys.
This is a nice part.
Hey guys. No, I mean that's. Hey guys. You fall in love and you move to wherever they're at. Let's leave him in there till I have some conversation with the attorneys.
Can we?
I don't know why you gotta be negative on it. I thought that my comment was not negative towards either gender.
Yours are very solid. Greco and I were in the room and we're yelling.
I was just more like, roses and roses.
Yes.
They did a pretty good job on the soundproof one.
How much did Al Heyman have?
No, I do remember that song. I figure Al saved us probably over 100
It's
games.
an amazing.
I don't like poppy songs.
Yeah.
And Al will tell you, this was our seventh shot at Newport. We went through the process. We're gonna remodel, we're gonna build, we're gonna add on, and my much older brother, he lived this project to such an extent that, well, for example, at one point, one of our initial meetings, the architect was showing us this jersey, all the old stuff out. And he said, well, we're budgeting blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I didn't know your dad was a musician.
Yeah, my dad had the band when he was 17.
And,
wow.
Dave played clarinet.
I said, how much per chair are you allocating for jurors' chairs?
he said, yeah, right around 1,500 a chair.
I said, you realize you don't use these every day?
Yeah, and that's what happens.
He said, too much? I said, yeah, go back to the drawing board on that. That night, Al sent me a picture from Amazon. He said, what do you think of these?
In 1968.
I said, yeah, I don't think we have to spend, that little, but
Your place here next week. My dad comes up on Wednesdays.
I think these are $300 or $400.
Quit. So he takes me.
But the architects, man, they're just nuts.
And
You're gonna play the accordion.
And he said, you're gonna know, they got us.
Give me the name of the prosecutor again.
His name is R. Period. When I went and played in Cuba, he played all those old ATL. And these guys couldn't believe what I thought of the band. 50, 60 years ago. He had a great band. When he died, Dave and I had to go, please find this. And then my brother just quit and ruined it.
I'm hoping that things go well where you don't have to.
But other than that, my brother was the funniest musician,
Did
the
I
greatest
hear
entertainer.
that Samir is our,
I don't know what
Here's
he
his
still is.
phone number.
Yeah, he is.
Different form.
He did a great Louis Armstrong. He was really. I heard his phone number from one email. He's just got an.
So that's how I ended up playing piano, and I like piano now. Well, you saw a Christmas party.
So the felony charges like I had 2 nights ago arrest or?
Yeah.
I don't blame. Oh, shit. Yeah.
Maybe we'll like find the cameras.
This guy needs some treatment.
Boy, I wish we had just one. We had your security screens.
Let me tell you what he and I talked about a month ago, I think. My understanding is if I put him on a cash bond.
Talk to judges from other parts of the state.
And tell them that
Their security is.
even if I put him in a personal bond for that matter.
Right, exactly.
And tell him,
They don't have
tell the jail that they can't release him
deputies or anything.
unless he's been evaluated, that there's a chance he might get some treatment, because I think what they've already tried is put him out on a bond condition to get treatment.
I was there.
It was 2 different orders.
Archibald was on the
So
bench.
my inclination is to pick a date today, I'm assuming for pretrial, and set out, $100,000
Went out of court,
cash
went
bond.
down the hall, and then went into the
Mental health evaluation.
He's
right.
Yeah.
Bruce Point is still like that. Council chamber.
Yeah, I spent a lot of time in that court.
Well, he's no idiot.
Carolyn was one of my, mentors. I did house counsel work for her.
Yeah, we gotta get him treatment. We got
Cancer.
No, you don't have to say a thing.
Yeah. No, I don't think,
Well, you do have to say
seems
one
to
thing.
me,
'cause we don't have a
I think she was off the
prosecutor,
bench
so
for
I
quite a
gotta
while. Yeah. Understanding is going forward, you're gonna move to withdraw. She always had problems with her sitting or.
Yeah. Yeah, they were unfair.
I used to tell people, you gotta understand, Carolyn Archibald was a judge in Wayne County, attorney in Wayne County when there was a handful of female attorneys. Samir, she had, if I mentioned the evaluation on the record, seriously, and you get on the bench,
It's better, yeah, you're right. Over here.
she was good to me. It doesn't matter to me.
No, I think it's easier for us.
Oh, that's true, that's true.
When you're married 28 years, you always thank you.
She told me after I got elected, she said, remember, your new first name is Doc Judge.
Judge, you can't serve in a building or can you do
It's not who you are.
I think personal protection order might be exempt from that.
I don't think he can, and I don't want him to, because I'm trying to
Right.
build a relationship with the guy. I don't want him to think I said.
It'll be here tomorrow when you get back.
Yeah. Gentlemen, could we have appearances, please, for Mr. Bright?
Rick Zelenak on behalf of the city of Lincoln Park.
Gotta respect the sandwich
Apparently I ran a little bit yesterday. Everybody was
Honestly, you were the
going-
chaser.
Yeah, I was one of the-
Good afternoon, Mr. Bright. Have a seat, gentlemen.
Lock system, that's how they caught this guy. What a great system. It's like a bunch
All right, I know we had a little hearing conversation on the record. Mr. Zelenak, I believe you have a motion to make?
Yes, Your Honor, I'd ask the court to permit me to withdraw as the city attorney
You
prosecutor
know
in this matter.
if Vidal's met with the guy
I
yet?
believe there's a perceived
No. Is this
conflict.
the first
I've been
time?
advised by Deputy Chief Coulter that I'm listed as one of his claiming
Oh, yeah,
victims.
they just got him
Some
custody.
stalking charges here, and Mr. Bright has become an
Hopefully,
ancillary
hopefully
subject of
some
other
work some magic.
investigations and other charges, and at this time,
Now, what city has?
I'm going to ask the court to allow me to withdraw. Our Michael Bellata will be the assistant city attorney who will be filling in, and he'll appear at the next court date and subsequent court dates, and I'll make certain that I shepherd it through with him, and I'll appear as an interested party, to make certain that there's no undue delay
License plate
or
reader.
mess with the judicial process.
So we pretty much.
Mr. Zal, any objection?
No objections, Your Honor.
Right. Did you have any conversation about date for pre-trial? Gentlemen, open your calendars if you could.
75. And I knew from previous history of them driving back there, it's usually 20 minutes. I assumed he was going to Myers. And we actually can get the notifications on our phones. I was driving. So I drove to his house. Well, one of the cars checked the Myers lot. And I had one more minute. I had to use the restroom. I was at his house for an hour. And I said, one more minute, it was gonna hit 1 o'clock since and it was gonna be an hour since he hit. And I was gonna leave. And all of a sudden the officer said, he's driving in front of me. And of course, he wouldn't stop for him, kept driving, pulls in his driveway, leaves his car running, tries to run in the house, we chase him. He wouldn't let go of the door, so, I mean, we're gonna send out a fleet and move up resisting to the Plain County. Today too.
Just technicality.
We got everybody's here for this.
Gotcha.
Samir,
Before.
you ready to bring him in?
Yeah, good. You just want to work out a date?
Before he comes out, we're going to talk first, Judge.
I'm okay.
Hold on 1 second, Bill, we're going to talk.
Hold on, what's that? Okay, let us know.
Is he talking to you at least? Good.
We had a great conversation.
Yeah, you're live streaming, just so you know.
Just let me know that circumstances.
Sooner the better. I'm assuming, gentlemen?
I
Sooner
know,
the better?
yes. Sooner the better, yes.
March 14th, Thursday.
Would there be a possibility we could do it, later in the morning or early afternoon?
Yes.
Yeah.
We have probation in the morning, so, 11.
We can do it anytime in the
Yeah.
morning.
Well, he's asking for later.
Oh, later.
Yeah, it's because I'm house counsel for Judge Martin that day, so after I finish that docket, I can make my way over
Next
here.
door? Oh.
Yeah, but it's on Zoom, so I need time to travel here, so,
Does that work for us?
12,
a noon, would that be
1 o'clock?
1 o'clock like today, that would be fine.
But I don't know if I have to be there.
All right. If you excuse the appearance of the deputy chief, he's got a dental appointment.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
That's more arduous than.
It's a pre-trial.
Right.
Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
mean, I'm assuming you can have whatever conversations with the prosecutor you need to.
Yes, sir.
All right, so 1 o'clock on the 14th?
That would be fine.
Okay. Anything else?
And Your Honor, just for purposes of today's arraignment, if today is your arraignment, we made formal reading and statement, and to let you know that my client is both in his right to a speedy trial, and we just like to make sure that all dates and discovery reaches me as soon as possible, as soon as it can be given to me, so I may review with my client.
Okay.
Very well, Your Honor.
Okay.
We'll make certain of that.
All right. Now, my understanding is I've got 4 different files here, 4 different case numbers, correct?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
That's what
Okay. All right. Anything before I set bond on these 4 files, gentlemen?
I'm not taking this. You take this.
Your Honor, Deputy Chief Patrick Coulter for the record, CULTER. I've been dealing with the Bright Matters, probably close to 2 years now. He had previously been arrested on one of these cases. It was dismissed as part of his probation in another matter, in the Southgate Court. During that time, part of the conditions of the other matter that he received probation for is he wasn't supposed to have any contact with Mr. Zelenak or any other city official or court official except for during business hours, 8 to 4, Monday through Friday. Mr. Bray hasn't honored that agreement. He began texting Mr. Zelenak and other city officials on the weekends and at nights. The last one, the one that was most concerning is he gave Mr. Zelenak, he told Mr. Zelenak that they couldn't both live in the same town, and he gave him 1 week for one of them to leave town. He even mentioned Mr. Zelenak's daughter in that case. There's a PPO that's been issued on that matter. And I'll also let you know, during yesterday's arrest, Mr. Bright refused to stop for the police cars, lights and sirens. He ran from his car. There was a struggle. I will be forwarding a warrant request for felony charges as well for resisting, obstructing, and fleeing and looting later today. He has a history of not obeying the conditions set by the court in his previous cases. He has made threats via email to almost every staff member in the 25th District Court. And it seems that anytime the case is moved to a different court, I know Judge Mullins had to recuse herself because of the emails going to the Southgate city officials. I know there was issues in Allen Park where Judge Page can no longer see him anymore. I don't believe he's going to follow any of your court directions. I know these are misdemeanor local charges at this point with pending felony charges, but I would ask for remand. He's not going to obey any direction you give him today.
Thank you,
He's
Chief.
got a 2-year history of that.
Thank you.
And I don't believe these allegations give rise to a remand. I don't believe that fits what we're facing here. We just asked this court to consider a reasonable bond. I don't know enough about the history of this case and how it's traveled here, but I do know that my client does appear before this court bailed with the presumption of innocence. We request that this court consider a personal bond, Your Honor. That is the default in the court.
Thank you, gentlemen. Mr. Bright, I'm going to set your bond on each of the 4 files. I stress that on each of the 4 files at $100,000, 10%. That means on each file you can get out with $10,000. I'm setting an additional order that you will not be released unless there has been a full mental health evaluation at the Wayne County Jail. Gentlemen, any clarification necessary?
Nothing.
Nothing, Your Honor. And I just want to make sure March 14th, 1 p.m. would be the pretrial, correct?
Correct.
Thank you. Right.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Judge.
I've been in court more than you.
See you next week.
You didn't tell
Next week here, 1 o'clock. Just like we're meeting today. Thank you. I'll be our pretrial.
I'm sorry.
Mental health evaluation. Just mental health evaluation. I have a question for you.
Yes.
Oh, it's spelled wrong. I thought he said Coulter, C-O-U.
No.
Okay.
There's a story, and I haven't been able to confirm it, but my great-great-grandfather was in Scotland. My grandmother, he was German, French, and